What if the song you thought belonged to one voice actually erased another? A wedding classic that started as a forgotten movie tune.
Son and none of what you hear.
A #1 hit that wasn't even supposed to be released. And a timeless anthem built on a system where the creators stayed invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Please subscribe to the 5 Soul Rewind. Thank you. This isn't just about music anymore. It's about who gets remembered and who gets replaced. And the deeper we go, the harder the truth hits. Number 5, at last, Etta James, 1960. There are songs, and then there are moments frozen in time.
I found a dream that I could speak.
At Last isn't just a record. It's a feeling people attach to the most important moments of their lives. Weddings. First dances. Lifelong promises. And every time it plays, you hear Etta James. Her voice doesn't just deliver the lyrics, it melts into them. Rich,
A dream that
aching, almost fragile, like she's lived every word before singing it.
and here.
But here's what most people never realize. This song didn't start with her. Nearly 2 decades earlier,
And life is
Mac Gordon and Harry Warren wrote it for a 1941 film Tide to the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Back then, it was just another big band tune,
oh yeah.
polished, pleasant, and forgettable. Then Etta James walked into the studio, slowed it down, stripped it of its innocence, injected longing, pain, and truth. And just like that,
I found a thrill. Yeah.
a forgotten song became eternal. The original writers were already successful.
For you were mine.
They got paid. But Etta? She became the voice people associate with love itself.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And once again, the performance didn't just elevate the song. It replaced its history.
Oh, in my
But the next story? That one wasn't about replacing a song. It was about replacing another artist entirely. Number 4, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Marvin Gaye, 1968. There's something haunting about this record. The tension, the paranoia. The feeling that something is wrong, even before the first line hits.
But I can't help being confused.
Marvin Gaye didn't just sing Grapevine, he lived inside it.
Make me blue with some other guy.
His voice feels trapped, suspicious, wounded, searching for truth.
I'm to lose my mind, honey, where
And that emotion is exactly what made the song explode. 7 weeks at number 1.
love someone else instead.
A defining moment in Motown history. But here's the part most people never question. It wasn't supposed to be a song.
Not much longer would you be mine.
The track was written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong.
Through the grapevine. Not much longer.
And before Gaye ever touched it, Gladys Knight and the Pips had already released their version.
You were in my life, you see. Oh, you,
And it was a hit. Motown even rejected Gaye's version at first.
honey, well.
Too dark, too different, too risky. But when it finally dropped,
Do you plan to let me go?
it erased everything that came before it. Gladys Knight had the first success.
I love you more
It took me by surprise.
Marvin Gaye got the legacy, and just like that, the original hit became the forgotten version.
I know a man.
But the next story goes even deeper, because this time,
Much longer would you be mine? Oh,
the original voice didn't just get overshadowed. It disappeared completely.
I need your love.
Number 3, Unchained Melody. The Righteous Brothers, 1965.
Slowly in time.
Some songs feel bigger than the artists who sing them.
Godspeed your love.
Unchained Melody is one of those songs. It's been played at weddings, funerals, in films.
Wait for me, wait for me.
A universal language of longing and love. And when most people hear it, they hear the Righteous Brothers, Bill Medley's deep tone, Bobby Hatfield's soaring high notes. It feels definitive,
Can do so much.
untouchable. But this song's story goes back further and deeper. Composed by Alex North with lyrics by Hy Zarrett for a 1955 prison film.
I'll be coming home. Wait,
The first voice to ever record it belonged to Todd Duncan,
I've hungered for your
a black opera singer with extraordinary talent.
are you.
His version? Almost erased from history. Over 500 versions followed,
Me.
but only one became immortal. The Righteous Brothers didn't write it.
For me. Whoa.
They didn't originate it, but they became the face of it. And in doing so,
And time
they replaced not just the song's history, but its first voice.
goes by. So
And if that feels unfair, the next story isn't just unfair, it's messy.
What a good thing he's found.
Number 2, When a Man Loves a Woman. Percy Sledge, 1966.
I just hold on to what he
This song doesn't sound like performance. It sounds like heartbreak happening in real time.
give you everything.
Percy Sledge's voice cracks, stretches,
She can bring him such peace.
almost breaks under the weight of emotion. And that's because it was real.
When a man love a woman,
The story goes that Sledge was dealing with personal heartbreak,
when a man
a love slipping away, and poured that pain directly into the song. It became a number 1 hit, a timeless classic, a blueprint for emotional honesty in R&B. But behind the scenes, the story isn't so clear. Official credits list Calvin Lewis and Andrew Wright.
can see it. She can do
Then producer Quinn Ivy appeared, disappeared, and reappeared in the credits.
all his comfort.
Lawsuits followed, disputes, conflicting stories. Who really wrote the song? Was it Sledge's heartbreak? Or a collaborative creation reshaped by the industry? The truth became buried in contracts and legal battles. But one thing remained clear. When people hear the song, they don't think about the writers. They think about Percy Sledge. And sometimes, that's all it takes to rewrite history. But the next entry? That's not confusion. That's a system. Number 1, Soul Man. Sam and Dave, 1967. This wasn't just a hit record. Soul Man was an anthem.
Yes, I am. I'm a soul man.
Driven by powerful horns, raw energy, and undeniable swagger. It became a defining sound of the late 60s. Sam Moore and Dave Prater delivered it with conviction. Like they weren't just singing, they were representing something bigger. And they were. The song became tied to identity, pride, and resilience during a turbulent time in America. But behind that powerful performance were two minds shaping everything. Isaac Hayes and David Porter wrote Soul Man at Stax Records, carefully constructing the lyrics, melody, and message. They built the blueprint.
Yes, I am. I'm a soul man.
Sam and Dave delivered it. And when the song exploded, the spotlight stayed on the performers. They won awards, became icons, became the faces of the movement. Hayes and Porter, they got credit. But not the same recognition, because that was the system. Writers created, artists performed, and history remembered the voices. So now you know, the voice you remember isn't always the one who created the song. The next time these classics play, listen a little closer.
Son and none of what you hear.
Who really owns the music? If this changed how you hear R&B, stay with Vintage Music Rewind, because the deeper we go, the more the truth comes out. Please subscribe to the 5 Soul Rewind. Thank you.